Hello, welcome to day 15 of Vlogtober. I'm Tracy and I am the podcaster behind the comfy red couch. Over to my left we have Greg in the driver's seat, and in the back seat we have Nathaniel, and we are heading to visit family, and we're going to take you on a little bit of an adventure today. Tomorrow we will be starting our big adventure, so we're starting off small, baby steps first. We are currently on the 407, which is, I think you have to sell off your firstborn child to drive on this highway. Firstborn child is not in the car, so maybe that's what we did. It is a toll highway, and it's really expensive. My parents have given us their transponder, so it reduces the fees a bit, but we do not come on the 407 very often. Anyway, today we are going to be heading to the southern part of the Golden Horseshoe of Ontario, and hopefully we'll have some fun things that you'll be able to see today. I almost forgot to mention what I was going to do on the car ride, because we are going to be in the car for a little bit. I have brought my festive fairy tale yarns, my advent from last year, and I'm going to start with number 1 and do some winding of mini skeins. Crinkling means yarn, happiness. This is color number 1 from last year's Beehive Yarns Advent. No spoilers really, because this has been out now not quite for a year, but close to. So I'm going to wrap up or wind up my yarns. I brought my trusty scissors, and that's about all I could handle yarn-wise today. And tomorrow I plan to start test knitting the Advent pattern for Curious Handmade Knit Vent 2021, and it's gonna be a fun one. Anyway, I do have my yarns here, and we'll start winding. I have 1 mini wound, so what I'm going to do, number 1, pop it in, 1 done, 23 to go. Here's number 2. And I'm definitely not going to bore you with having you watch me wind all of my yarns, but I will share this one. We got more exciting things to do today. We are just driving over the Welland Canal right now. We are on our way to Niagara Falls for a bite to eat and a meet up with Greg's sister. We've just met with Greg's mom and had a nice visit with her, and I am hoping to share Niagara Falls with you today. So maybe we'll get a little bit of splash. So make sure you've got your rain jackets on, because when we go to the falls, you're always going to get wet. We have just turned the corner on the highway. Sorry, it's a little bit bouncy. And you can see that little puff of mist up in the air. And in a moment, you'll be able to see the skyline. Hopefully, we just caught a glimpse and then it went behind the trees. But we'll be able to see a little bit more as the afternoon progresses. We have just turned, it's very bouncy here, we've just turned onto Stanley Avenue, and this is one of the main drags in Niagara Falls. There's the Skylon Tower over to our left there. I hope I'm not making you sick. We are right now going to go to the Portage Bakery, which is the bakery that my work husband, his family owns that bakery. We're going to go get a little bit of lunch, a nice sandwich, and then we will look over the falls. But this is the main, I guess, road, and alternate to the falls, there's an elevator coming down the side of the Skylon Tower. I'll try and zoom it in. It's a yellow elevator. Some things are nice yellow. Elevators that are yellow are kind of fun. Anyway, that is where we are right now. We got a little bit lost
50 meters, turn right onto Gladstone
and had to turn on
destination is ahead.
the navigation, but we are here at the Portage Bakery. And we're going to get some sandwiches and meet up with a cousin and a sister. Portage Bakery. Here is the Skylon Tower and all of the big hotels. We are going to go and take a look at the falls in a moment. Straight ahead is Niagara Falls, and it is a very, very misty day. Hard to see. We will get closer, but just so you can see through the trees is the falls. There's no Maid of the Mist today. We are looking at the Horseshoe Falls, and we're going to go down the Niagara River a little bit. And you can hear the falls, the roar of the falls. This is the American side, and then over here is the bridge to the USA. I had thought that the Maid of the Mist was not running, but it is still running, and there it is down there. I have been on that boat before, and I do have to say it is very, very scary, especially when you get really close to the falls. You get very, very wet. They are all wearing rain jackets, and I hope there are no holes in that rain jacket because, yeah, it's a bit wet. Anyway, that is heading towards the Horseshoe, which is so, so gorgeous. This is the bridge to the USA. Unfortunately, we have not been able to cross it for quite some time, but from what I hear, hopefully soon, although we'll be on the other side of the country, so not going to be happening anytime soon for our family. They get so close to those Horseshoe Falls. I just think it's so, so scary. So they're getting up to the point where they will turn around soon. They're going to have to, but it is, I think, absolutely terrifying to be on that boat when you're getting so close, and the mist coming off of there is powerful. But definitely, if you have a chance, get off of that fence, kid. Nathaniel's climbing up on the fence. We don't want him going over the edge. We want to take him west with us. Anyway, they're about to turn that boat around, and yeah, they better do it soon. Oh my gosh, they get so, so close. told you. It's scary. What do you think of the falls, hun?
Nice.
Nice? What about that boat over there? Do you think it's gonna make it?
Yeah.
It's
Why?
on a 3-hour tour right now. Oh, it just gets so close. This river has a current like you wouldn't believe. We are just driving along the Niagara Parkway, and this is where the Niagara River comes along and rushes really, really fast. And that's the Niagara River just over there. Try and zoom in a little bit. And there are the hydroelectric plants as well along here, getting as much energy as possible. I'll just turn us forwards. It is raining, so you'll have to excuse the windshield wipers. But there's the Skylon Tower. You can see the mist coming up from the falls and the Niagara Falls skyline. And we'll just keep going along the Niagara Parkway for a little bit. We are just at the top of the falls here. Here's the Skylon, and this is the Niagara River. It is rushing really, really fast. I don't know whether you can see the rapids there. And just on the other side, you can see all the mist. That is the falls. So we won't jump in here. It is pouring with rain. Instead of jumping in the river, I'm gonna jump back in the car. All the fancy hotels are up on the hill. They have great views of the falls. There's the Skylon there as well. We went there for a meal one time. And even with the rain, you can see the differentiation with the mist in the air. What did you think of Niagara Falls today, Nathaniel?
Very good.
It was nice, and you got to visit with your cousin.
Yeah.
And that was a nice thing for sure. Anyway, there is the falls behind us. I'm not sure when we'll see it again. But, oh, I'd probably zoom out. I probably don't need to be so close to my face. There we are. So we are just passing, we're coming under the bridge to the USA. And just going for a nice little drive along the Niagara Parkway. Not sure when we will be back this way again, but it is always nice to come down to Niagara Falls, don't you think, Greg? Yeah.
Can we turn left here?
Yeah, might as well. And starting to think about heading home. Got to pack up for the night. A few more things to do today, and but the most exciting part of the day was coming to the falls and meeting with Greg's sister and Nathaniel's cousin. So a nice way to spend our last full day in the Southern Ontario region.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
And it's always good to get lost. Anyway, see places you haven't seen. I'm sure we'll hear that a lot this holiday. Oh, I went the wrong way. It's not really a holiday. We are just driving through the upper echelons of Niagara Falls. They do have a Ferris wheel here. And big trucks that go vroom vroom. Anyway, we are going to start to head our way home. I hope that you enjoyed our, I'm going to turn this around. I hope that you enjoyed our little tour of Niagara Falls. Not a very detailed tour, but you know, you saw the big sight, which is the falls itself. Hope you have a fabulous day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, which is day 16 already. And tomorrow we start the big journey west. I have now wound 5 minis, and I'm just about to wind 6. Things to do while you're in the car before you start all the knitting. This one is beautiful. Time to start winding.